Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Drake with a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Carr on the bootleg. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's the backup Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From midfield, here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Here's Mostert. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? the spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Mostert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Mostert off the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Mahomes going to throw. Hard Short throw, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Just a yard to go here on second down. To throw, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, now Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way down to the 12. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Mahomes. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Carr to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.